Hey, I'm Amanda Brinkman, and I'm the Chief Brand Officer at Deluxe and the host of the show you're about to watch. So Deluxe started doing this series because we love small businesses. It's not just that they create jobs, we believe they have the power to bring people together. And we wanted to use what we do at Deluxe to help them succeed. Our hope has always been that entrepreneurs can watch a show and learn something that helps them. But the episodes are only a half an hour long, and we can't always show you every step of the process. So if you want to learn a little more, come check us out at deluxe.com/revolution. Your town doesn't have to win the $500,000 makeover for the Deluxe team to work with your business. What we do on the show is what we do all the time for 5.5 million small businesses across the country. We just don't always bring cameras. So remember to shop local and enjoy the show. We're about to go in and surprise Sean and Emily. They run Zion Climbing Center, a beautiful nonprofit here in Searcy that brings the community together.
Yes.
They don't know we're coming.
And I think things are about to change in a good way.
Oh my gosh. Okay, are you gonna climb?
I guess. I don't know. It all depends on how high. Hey! Woohoo! Welcome to the revolution!
Yes! Woo!
So this is what a nonprofit really looks like.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
no problem.
yes,
No problem.
it is.
Oh,
Some great things are about to happen for you guys, and I'm so stoked for you.
Small towns across the country are fighting for their survival with the odds stacked against them. But what happens if we join that fight? If we dedicate a little money, a lot of experience, and thousands of hours of work into one small town, focusing on the businesses at the heart of their Main Street? What started as an idea became a national movement with over 30,000 towns nominated for the $500,000 makeover and more than 1 million votes cast for the winner.
Hello, Searcy!
In its 4th season, the small business revolution is headed south to Searcy, Arkansas, and a new town in a new region will present a fresh set of challenges to tackle, both for the small businesses and for the community as a whole. So Amanda Brinkman and her team of marketing experts at Deluxe are going to work, and they're not alone. Renovation expert and co-host Ty Pennington will be working with the team to rehabilitate the town's buildings, while a whole cast of experts help rehabilitate its businesses. Every episode, we'll be working with a new small business to see if we can change the odds, if together we can start a revolution.
climbing is therapeutic. You talk about, summits, you talk about mountaintop experiences. So many of the phrases that people use are about overcoming something or just getting to the top.
It's funny how, in the same way that they may get to the top of the wall for the first time and you see that confidence build, there's confidence that Sean instills in people through relationships. And all of a sudden we're breaking down barriers and having conversations, and even someone who may be unpopular or does not feel popular is gonna fit in.
We started over 14 years ago. We've got about 3,200 square foot of climbing space. We teach a class for the university each semester. We do concerts. What else goes on in here?
Tons of birthday parties, club functions.
We have a lot of team building groups that come in and just utilize the space. We see this as a place that is very much needed in this area, that bridge that can put everybody together. And I felt that because before Emily, I married a girl from here and had a kid, and that did not work out. All of a sudden, I was this divorcee guy in a town that didn't really know what to think about that were scared to come talk to somebody that had issues. I sought a lot of solace in the church and steeple type places and didn't find it. That's one of the things that led us to think that there's a need for a place for everybody. But we thought, well, let's try climbing.
Personally, as a child abuse investigator, my passion was always, how do we have more interaction with people who are not like us other than me showing up at your door? So we loved this location because 2 blocks that way we have the school, 2 blocks this way was where I worked. And it was to us kind of a bridge of how do we get these 2 places connected. People have teased about our broken windows here at the building. that was done by kids that I used to work with. No, we don't like it, but we're not gonna go demand that they pay for it because they're never gonna come back in here if we do.
Some people say, man, they're not taking a stand. You know, they're accepting everybody. Coming from what we consider to be a Christian perspective, that's missing the message. You know, that's missing the message of loving people, regardless of all that other stuff.
Sean and Emily just want to give their hearts to this community. I see them through the lens of always wanting to provide and give to other people.
My son did not feel like he ever really fit into a group. This place was a community that he could go to. It gave him a place to belong, and it became his family.
When you look at this place, Zion provides something that I just think there's nothing else in Searcy like it.
You know, we have been able to utilize the building for a lot of things over the years. There's just so much space, which is so nice. But you also have a bird in the background that's hanging out in here somewhere with us. Upstairs, you've got a little bit of light that comes through the ceilings in different places.
We don't have any heat in there, so that's huge. There's about 3 or 4 months out of the year that it's comfortable. Otherwise, it's super freezing or super hot. We've been in survival mode for a really long time.
You know, we love what we're doing here. We love the opportunity we have to do here, but we have had discussions within the past probably year and a half without, is it time? You know, is it time to go ahead and shut down?
We have 3 kids. He's not getting a paycheck. We're not making money. On paper, we don't look that great. And he takes that on himself as a failure. And that has been torture for me to watch, to wrap our brain around what we've done for the last 15 years being over. It was pretty tough. And then this show comes to town. And this opportunity is a prayer that's been about 8 years in the making for me.
When we first announced the 6 winning businesses to Searcy, nobody got a bigger ovation than Zion. The second business is Zion Climbing Center. That's how important we are to the community. But survival mode is a scary place to be, and the building itself is one of the biggest challenges Sean and Emily face. So Ty and I are back in Searcy for an honest appraisal of the 130-year-old warehouse that Zion calls home.
I'm excited for you guys, but I'm also incredibly nervous because this looks like an incredible amount of work. I see light coming from over there.
There's light.
We do have bird visitors periodically.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Is that open exposed? Like, does rain come?
No, rain doesn't come in through
Okay,
here.
okay.
We do have a few leaks over there.
This has definitely got some years on it.
It does, it does.
So you guys use this for so many different things.
We really do, yeah. It's more of a community space than anything. You see our stage up here, we've got everything from a lot of bands. Saturdays, we clear everything out and have about 50 people come and learn how to swing dance, so.
Nice. I don't even want to talk about some of the things I'm seeing, and we're not. We're not even going to talk about that.
The space just like keeps going.
Yeah,
It's a huge building.
12,000 square foot goes and goes and goes.
The restrooms
all
are
the way
back there.
So do the families with younger kids get concerned that there's weights
We have-
open and exposed?
We have restrictions, and we have volunteers sitting right here to make sure.
Okay, so this is where you come in, you get your gear to go do your climbing? Okay.
Get all our gear, sign our waivers, make sure that everybody knows what's expected of them, kind of show them around, show them the place.
I like it.
All right, show us the walls.
Yeah.
Got it.
Welcome to our gym.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys, you guys did all this?
Yes.
That's impressive. But I mean, I'll be completely honest with you, like looking around, like there is, look, we're gonna do everything we can, but you guys realize how big this is, what we're looking at, right?
Yes. Deluxe will try to get creative with the money we typically put towards building renovations. We can help Sean and Emily leverage their reputation into a solid marketing plan, but they also need someone to give them guidance on the specifics of running a nonprofit. Catherine Wyatt is the director of Basecamp, a Minnesota-based organization that is operated and owned by the Northern Star Boy Scout Council. It's exactly the kind of urban adventure and learning facility that Zion hopes to become. And while Base Camp now encompasses multiple buildings and acres of land, they started out of a vacant, rundown cavalry drill hall that's more than 100 years old. Can you guys give us a sense for where you're at with the building? So you guys own it.
We do.
How married are you, though, to this building?
We love the facility because the location is so nice and so perfect.
But there's nothing physically in this building that you're really attached to, like it's the location mostly.
It's the location.
What it brings.
Yeah, it's the location.
We're going to invest $25,000, but I look around, it would be disappointing how little would change with $25,000. That should be a lot of money and should make huge physical transformations, but we're just kind of coming at it from behind with the building. And I don't mean to be critical, I'm sorry.
Oh,
no. We want your mission to keep going more so than whatever physical space it's in. And Catherine will be a great expert in this because it's exactly what she has built with the Base Camp.
I think a really important thing to think about is, do you have a clear and concise vision and mission? And that making sure it's sort of guiding all your decisions.
Okay, true community is the phrase that we keep coming back to. We have the climbing element, and that's important and that's good, but even through the climbing, the desire of this place is just to say, hey, there's nobody trying to fix anybody else, but let's create a space where people can come and have conversation, where we can do some team building, break down those walls, where you can, get people talking, have that conversation going so that whatever goal that they're trying to reach as an individual corporation or organization or youth group, we can expedite that process. So that's our goal here.
It's kind of the community piece and everyone feeling welcome.
Yeah.
Community is a beautiful concept, but I just think we need to be a little more clear about what exactly that means, because we can secure more funding when people are clear what kind of help and impact they're delivering through their resources. So if I were to make a donation to Zion, what would my donation go towards?
Well, that's something the board and I have been trying to figure out.
Okay, so I think we'll want to be really clear on what is the mission of this organization.
An example is Base Camp is owned by the Boy Scouts, but part of our vision that we created 13 years ago was to be a positive influence and impact on 100% of the youth in our community, whether or not they're Scouts. So everything else supplements that. And we price and schedule based on where you fall in our priority.
Yeah.
So when you bring in team building groups or corporate, you charge them more in order to not have to charge the schools and the youth groups as much. And that's part of what attracts them to wanting to support Base Camp and bring groups there, is because they love the social cause of how their premium on the pricing is actually supporting that.
I'm real bad about, okay, we'll make it this cheap for you, we'll, and just off the cuff. And we even had a guy that came last week. I was like, what do you guys have allotted to be able to pay and all that type of deal? And he said, hey, you need to charge us what you need to charge us. We've got all this built in, we can do it.
That is just a stigma in the nonprofit space. I think executive directors feel guilty about getting paid, but you need to think of it all in service of the mission.
I had one of my buddies, point blank, he said, I think you're afraid to make money, and I laughed at him, but it kind of makes sense. Just because we haven't done it and we haven't operated with any type of legitimate budget.
Do each of your board members have a charge, to spread the word, raise money, give money?
The giving and raising we haven't done yet.
One of the main purposes of a board is not just advice or ideas. In fact, sometimes that can be
it's influence.
It's influence. They have access to other people for fundraising, and most nonprofits have a giving minimum that they expect of their board members. So when you are recruited onto the board, you sign a pledge saying you're going to at least give this much, and you're going to also have a target around how much you're going to get. So we need to think of your board as yet another revenue source, because right now Zion isn't bringing in a lot, and it's just at this place where we're kind of even, right?
I mean, total last year was just over $27,000.
How are you even able to, it's probably why we have a loss in most of these months, but how are you even able to cover the mortgage and expenses at that level?
It's difficult.
How much longer can we go on like this?
Oh, well, our family is taken care of through my job, so that's nice. But I just don't see us just continuing that survival status for very much longer.
I do think that there's a lot of potential here. But as we've been having this discussion, and we've kind of been kind of all over, and I almost feel like we need to treat this a little bit, even though you've been doing this for years now, I think we almost need to treat this a little bit more like a startup nonprofit. And we need to be really articulate about what is the mission. How do we support that with the right processes and kind of fiscal accountability, the right kind of board that can help supplement that. And then the entire thing will be made possible by marketing it really well. Does that feel right to you, or do you feel like...
It does, absolutely. I think it's hard to hear at the same time.
I'm a little overwhelmed after that discussion. We feel the mission. We obviously chose them for a reason. We think that they really bring something beautiful to this community. However, in order for them to grow and be sustainable as a nonprofit, as a business entity, they need to get more laser focused.
It's tough, but kick that pride out of the way a little bit. It's good to hear. Obviously, we have stuff that we need to work on, and it's not where it needs to be.
So we're moving into startup mode. It's daunting, but we've got Sean and Emily on board. And they'll be back and forth from Searcy to Minneapolis, tackling all aspects of the business. In the space of a few weeks, they'll drill into financials with Dave and Fieldgate, hone their operations and mission statement with Catherine at Basecamp, look at the viability of the building with Ty, and work with the marketing team at Deluxe to craft a solid brand.
The structure that they're in is the problem. I mean, they have a great idea, but that space, it's impossible.
Then we really discovered that while they kind of have a mission and a passion for how people feel in their space, they needed some further articulation around truly what the purpose of that nonprofit is.
I think doing some work around that is really important to say, what do we want to be about and how do we accomplish that?
And I think we need to get their marketing in a good place where we're articulating that mission, and that can be with them whether they stay in that space or move.
We thought things are probably not great, but they're not bad. And I think what we found out that it's swaying a little bit more towards things are bad. So I hope with a combination of some advice that he's getting from Catherine and some things that we're doing to rework his whole mission and turn that into a beautiful story online, that people are going to support him enough that he's going to thrive.
You know, I know that there's a greater good around what you guys are doing and the business, but non-profit doesn't mean make a loss.
Right.
So when I look over some of the numbers here that you provided, it's very lumpy. You know, 1 month is a great month, the next month, why did you open the doors? So when you're making a loss, whose pocket does that come out of?
It's ours. Right. It comes out of ours.
That's not sustainable.
No.
You either grow sales, which is people coming in and buying a ticket and doing the activity, donations and grants, or you need to reduce cost. And you don't have a lot of cost in the business. So I feel we need to sort of more focus on the grant side and the donation side of generating the income.
How many grants have you applied for?
We haven't applied for any official. Yeah. We've tried. I mean, we've had some items donated to us, but as far as exclusive monetary donations, we really haven't done a lot of that.
It's not enough to just have a heart for the mission.
Yeah.
We need you to be an executive director so that you can bring this mission to more people. This not fundraising piece, that has to stop.
Right.
So that's why we need to get so articulate about this mission, be really specific about it so that we can really be serious about fundraising and grants, because you're going to need to rely on that as a revenue source.
Okay.
The mission sort of feeds into some of the copy, the headlines, the imagery that we put on our website. It's tough when you don't have that. We're sort of guessing what it is and leaving room for it to change while Sean and the rest of Zion try to figure this out.
We've really worked to make it clear that Zion is open to everyone regardless of their level of experience. And so we've put all that information front and center on their website.
While the team at Deluxe gets to work on everything they can, Sean and Emily are headed across town to Basecamp to get some inspiration from a nonprofit that's executing its mission on a truly impressive scale.
Hey, Catherine.
Hey, Emily. Hey, Sean.
How are you?
Good. Welcome to Basecamp.
Man, this place is wonderful.
Isn't it great?
It's good to see you.
We love it here.
So nice.
This building, the Leadership Center, just opened in July of last year.
Okay.
And then we have this Cavalry Drill Hall over here.
Okay.
Our first building that we remodeled and opened program in 8 years ago.
Okay.
That's where the real magic happens.
That's right.
All right, this is Basecamp.
Okay.
This is the Team Building Center. It's a big open space, and every space is multi-use. We think there's a real benefit to different types of groups and schools, like seeing each other, kind of learning from each other in the area.
As we pulled up,
We were already in awe of just seeing the building from the outside and seeing the climbing wall. And it is a little bit overwhelming when you first walk in, but she was so encouraging by letting us know like this didn't all just happen at once.
So we're gonna go in here and check out kind of the administrative part of our building.
Okay.
Folks that raise the money or write your paychecks or pay the bills. It's not the coolest part, but it is a really important part of it. I hope that they took away kind of the small steps that we took to get to where we are today. We didn't just do this overnight. It took a lot of planning, fundraising, and preparation. And then I just want to point out over here, we have this mission to positively impact 100% of the youth in the communities we serve. We wanted to honor that,
Nice.
so we added that right to our lobbies. And that's why this facility has its purpose. Yeah, what do you guys think?
So impressive. I mean, it's overwhelming, but even more so as we're going through and seeing the staff and seeing how friendly everybody is. You know, what you guys are doing encourages, I feel like it encourages
Oh,
us.
yeah. Definitely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Back in Searcy and with Base Camp fresh in their minds, Sean and Emily are exploring every possible option for how and where Zion might find the right home.
If you took this base and made this a lower section,
How much square footage in the building? Remind me
there's
again.
137,000 square feet.
137. Okay, great.
Sean's got everyone coming to him for location ideas. How can he sell his building? Who should he become? There's just so much coming at him. But I think all of us pulling together can help him take that next big step, whatever it is.
We want them, just like the other businesses, to succeed, but to do that, they're gonna need to move, but we can't move them tomorrow.
Right.
So like, what can we do in the interim, really, you know?
Well, I think a couple things. You can't even tell what this is from the
Right.
outside. It looks like an abandoned building. So we're gonna put some signage up, signs that we can move, that can move with them. And just from a safety standpoint, they just
Right.
can't have these broken windows. You know, we don't wanna bring people into something where they're not gonna feel safe. Even the little things that we can do to help them, in the short term, will be good.
I like it.
The nice thing about a website is that it can travel with the business. So back in Minneapolis, the team at Deluxe is working with Sean and Emily to build their digital footprint.
One of the most cost-effective ways you can market your business is making your website easily searchable.
Okay.
One of the terms that most closely aligns to your business is indoor rock climbing. You have to have some of that language on your website.
Okay.
And since we're moving you onto a different website platform, it was a great time to look at your brand as well. And so we create these mood boards.
I would say the first one, which I'm calling kind of your wild, loud, energetic mood board, is really kind of trying to hit home with the youth, kind of more in your face imagery.
Okay. Okay. Looks good.
The second, I would say it kind of hits home with, you know, parents. The imagery is maybe a little more subdued.
Yeah, I love this. That speaks to me, speaks volumes to me.
Especially in Searcy. So many people are trying it for the first time, and so it's not even the extremeness mentality, it's more of the, I want to put my phone down and I want to, you know, try something new. And I see a lot of that there.
So we want the site to look beautiful, but we also want to make sure to give those people that you are connecting with, your community, a chance to donate as well.
Yeah.
Right, because on your site today, I don't think there's a spot where they can donate, right?
There's not.
So that'll be great. The money will be just pouring in.
That's right, that's right.
Would you mind giving us a little update on how the search for a new space or a new home for Zion is going?
Half of Searcy's looked at our building because it's priced so well, but so much work has to be done to it that for a lot of people, it doesn't make sense.
Well, we can help you with the fundraising piece, or at least
Right.
building that campaign, right? We've
Yeah.
seen that the community wants you to be successful. We've still got some balls in the air. The building, the mission statement, but other pieces are starting to fall into place. With Sean and Emily's feedback, the Zion brand has come into focus. Catherine has continued working with them to define their true purpose, and Ty popped into Deluxe headquarters to help record a fundraising video for the new space.
Rolling?
Hey, I'm Ty Pennington.
And I'm Amanda Brinkman, and we're here to tell you about an incredibly special place in Searcy, Arkansas, Zion Climbing and Event Center. With the summer drawing to a close, we're heading back to Searcy to show off what we've been working on, get updates from Sean and Emily's progress, and set a plan for Zion's future.
It actually looks like there's a climbing center inside here.
I know, it felt important to fix the windows, even if they're moving, like it's a little less foreboding.
Little did go a long way.
Hey!
Hi.
Oh, good to see you.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Good, good. Hey, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you. It feels a little bit more welcoming out here with
Isn't it
some of
so
the
nice?
small changes. Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. I'm glad that you guys agreed that moving was the right decision.
Absolutely.
But we still wanted to invest a little bit out here until you move to make it a little bit less intimidating and feel more welcoming.
Isn't the logo incredible?
Yeah, I'm so glad you like it.
Love
So
it.
good. You want to see it on some swag and maybe a new website?
I would love to.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, let's head inside.
Perfect.
Let's
Yeah.
start maybe with just a little pop quiz.
Sure.
Tell us your mission.
Zion fosters true community through programs and team building by showing everyone that they have worth and value.
I like it. It's to the point, which is an improvement.
Right.
And I get kind of more
Yeah.
about what you're about from that, so that's a really great starting point.
Okay.
Good homework. And then I think it's up to you guys to come up with, well then by next September in 2020, where do we want to be? Is it in a new space yet? You know, there's a lot of unknowns, but the good news is that all this organization around the website and marketing and social media, it'll help you tell that story. It'll help you continue that messaging. It'll be really good.
And having everything branded, it ups the level of sophistication. It allows you to have items where your brand is out advocating for you in other places. You know, car magnets, so people can be advocating for you, your supporters. Buttons are so popular now. These are a very inexpensive way to get your brand out there. Also having a brochure too. This is great for events. It has all your social handles, your hours.
Oh, and the logo looks good on all of it. I mean, it just fits. It fits on all of it so well.
Zion Climbing Event Center is social media gold. So we need you guys to be posting as often as possible. So we made these really large selfie frames.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
right? And
Very
then
good.
this one says hashtag my first climb.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna show you what it looks like
All right.
on your
I
new
can't wait.
site. As soon as you land on the homepage, we want to communicate the sense of community, right? Everyone is welcome here. And so right away through the imagery and through the copy, we really want to talk about what an inclusive place this is and how the sense of community is really your guiding principle. Then people have the ability to, before they climb, sign the waiver online.
That'll save so much time.
So if we click on Visit Us, we not only make sure that it's very clear around pricing, so the rates and the rentals, we really clearly outline those tiers. So we want to talk about the indoor climbing walls, the portable climbing wall, because you get a lot of requests for that for events, and then team building, because corporate events, and that's going to be a really important revenue source for you as you continue to grow.
I love it. I love it. I also love how much work it's going to take off of him.
It's so inviting. This just basically puts it out there. Say, hey,
Shows that
anybody
it
and
is.
everybody, come on. The team, they outdid themselves. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yes.
They absolutely changed this around for us. But even as recent as last night, we had some news we weren't anticipating by any stretch of the imagination that even puts more of an urgency on making sure that I can help provide. Is this okay? I should have checked. We haven't processed this at all. I got to acknowledge that at the beginning. But we're expecting another kid, and so, you know, we have to really look seriously. What are we able to do with what will be 4 kids, 5 and under, you know? Is it time to shut down?
Well, congratulations. That's very exciting. How will you make the decision about whether or not you continue and keep Zion open?
Honestly, we haven't processed this at all. I got to acknowledge that at the beginning.
I just want to be real for a second. Like, I don't want you to feel this pressure where it's like, oh gosh, they've done all this work for us. We're going to be in this episode. Will our episode end with me saying, never mind, I'm not going to do this nonprofit? I mean, like, there's options.
Yeah.
But we need to now enter into a fundraising stage to get you into the new space. And while I completely understand and empathize that you're saying, like, maybe it'll go, maybe it won't, like, we have to give ourselves that option, like, that will make fundraising very, very difficult.
Once you start raising money in a big way, you have to give updates, report how you're using it, keep kind of moving. So important.
Let's pause for the siren. Actually, you know, let's just cut and regroup. Yeah, sure.
Honestly, it felt like we got saved by the bell. Our plan had been to show Sean and Emily the fundraising video we'd made with Ty, and then surprise them by having Deluxe pledge the first $15,000 towards the new space. But without knowing whether or not Zion was even going to continue its work, it wouldn't have been right to start asking donors to put their personal money into the nonprofit. We had to pivot quickly, and that wasn't easy for anyone. When we came into this conversation, we really wanted to get you jump-started on your fundraising for the new building. But we really feel like getting you the kind of resource that can complement your skill set is more the priority. So Deluxe will give you $15,000. to hire someone part-time, which we feel is key to your growth. So we want to help you get started with that.
My advice is that the way forward is to hire an executive director.
Do you agree?
I mean, I don't know. I've never, I don't disagree. I haven't considered it or processed it.
It's a lot. But I think where you're at right now and with your changing family situation, you need some help.
Just question for clarification. Is it something that he can continue to grow his skill set and be that executive director still?
That's not the recommendation. That's okay. It's okay. It's what
I think you
what
could.
needs to happen.
I think you. We're not saying this by any means to make you feel bad.
No.
We want Zion to be successful, to be here, but some of the more structural pieces of this process has seemed painful to you or not as a part of something that you naturally want to be doing. And we're not even making an assessment whether or not you have talent to do a lot of those things. We're just saying, like, Sean, right now in your life, you don't have time to do them and someone needs to. And so we're not recommending that you walk away from Zion.
No.
We're recommending you bring in a partner so that you can be that brand ambassador.
That's a great word for it. Bringing on a partner who can complement your vision and skill set will make you better. Zion is an impactful place currently in this community. I think it would be felt if Zion was no longer here.
Cersei needs it. We believe in this place and in you, but you can't do it alone anymore.
It was kind of a blur. I'll be real honest. It was very unexpected. I don't foresee a narrative other than Sean's a good guy who has a big heart, that has made an impact and loved this community. He's not the guy to take it to the next level. That's difficult on a personal level.
I think that if we didn't have the conversation we had today, the potential for Zion to fail bigger later would increase. Looking at your skill sets of your team are a part of growing and making those hard decisions. Now they can reflect and move forward.
I always envision let's better equip ourselves to head into this and get stuff done rather than removing the key to why we're here, the key to why Zion began and why it still exists. I don't agree with that.
In the moment, difficult conversations almost never go exactly how you want them. Our goal had been to get Sean the help he needed and adjust to his family's new reality. But when we suggested that this new hire might have the title of executive director, it felt to Sean and Emily like he was being replaced. In truth, that person's title could have been just about anything. And there's no way Zion could operate without Sean in a key role. But I also get it. They had a lot coming at them, and really fast. This is usually the moment when the story ends. But that day didn't feel much like an ending to anybody. So even though we were heading back to Minneapolis later that week, our work with Zion was far from over. We wanted to give Sean and Emily a chance to give input on how they thought the $15,000 could best be spent. We felt it would be a great opportunity to practice some critical grant writing skills with a friendly audience.
I think maybe what Catherine and I were trying to communicate sounded different to you than what we intended. We're not advocating that you not continue to run Zion, but all the things that it takes to run a nonprofit successfully rarely fall in a skill set of just one person.
I think we're all on the same page that we want Zion to grow and serve the community in bigger, better ways than they currently are.
So we're left with this $15,000 that we want to invest.
I mean, our desire is for Zion to be successful and to do what it takes in order to be able to take it to the next level.
And so this might be a good exercise for you, applying for this $15,000 so that you kind of have a good first run at what it looks like to put together a grant proposal.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
We gave Sean and Emily another few weeks to write a proposal for where they thought the $15,000 would best be spent. And when Catherine and I got back on a video chat with them, it was a mix of trepidation and hope for their future.
We are looking at using that $15,000 to staff an executive director, and for me to kind of step into that role. I want to kind of revamp our mission statement, see who we are again, who are we serving. I do have my 8-to-5 job, but I think I can just be really intentional with my time on nights and weekends.
And from a practical sense, we would be able to utilize part of this money to pay for babysitters, to make sure that our kids are still getting taken care of at the young age that they are.
The fundraising, Sean's still going to be a really big part of. He is a big dreamer, which is awesome, and I am much more of a, here's what has to be in place to get this done. So we really are each other's strengths.
I love that idea for the two of you, for your family, for the community, for what that could truly mean in terms of Zion's impact.
I don't want to be overly positive or smiley or anything, but I really see success coming from this process.
I really want to congratulate the two of you. These have been difficult, honest conversations that a lot of business owners have to have about their skill sets, their opportunities, and we want to see Zion be successful. And so I'm excited to tell you that we'll be awarding you the $15,000 grant in support of the executive director role so that Zion can bring its mission to life in Searcy in a way that we all know and believe is possible.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Even through the hardest parts of it, where I even questioned, did we bite off more than we could chew with this? The affirmation and the encouragement from everyone has just been such a blessing.
This has really re-energized a nonprofit that's going on 15 years. It's time to really get into the mission that we have, to see kids and families come and be a part of true community, to be successful, to see what their worth is. And now we're better equipped to do it, which means there's gonna be that many more people that are gonna have access. So let's go.
Are you ready to revamp your website like Zion Climbing and Event Center? Our marketing team at Deluxe is passionate about helping businesses like yours reach more customers online. Visit deluxe.com/revolution to find out more.
Savor and Sip is more than a coffee shop for Searcy. It's a community gathering place where everyone is accepted.
We brought these people here. That always makes me feel like super proud and happy. I'm like,
But these newlyweds are one tough season away from going under.
Do you think you made money last year?
I think we may have broken even.
You lost $31,000.
Yeah.
As the team at Deluxe gets to work, failure is not an option.
We will do everything in our power to continue the Savor and Sip legacy.
On the next episode of Small Business Revolution Main Street.